Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Wahurakabutha in the building. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and choosing to spend the next couple of minutes with me. It really makes my heart feel warm and I really genuinely appreciate it. As you can tell from the title of the video, today I want to talk about some things that we need to normalize. There's some societal things that people don't necessarily agree with. I'm here to banish that. I'm here to say that actually you can. You get me? Yes, we can. Obama, shout out to you, babe. But I'd like you to share some of your things that you think we should normalize, and if you disagree with some of the things that you think I'm saying should be normalized, then please feel free to let me know in the comment section. Be respectful. At the end of the day, here on the Wahura channel, we aim to educate and get educated. Exactly. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Like, you get me? I'm feeling extra cute. My natural nails are breathing. My hair has no extensions. I'm feeling so light. I'm feeling so free. Anyway, let's start the video. I'm talking a lot. This introduction doesn't need to be that long. So the first thing that I think we should normalize is that school is not for everyone. And I know this sounds like a bit contradictory considering that I am a PhD student and I'm saying that school is not for everyone. But hear me out. Human beings are very multifaceted. Like, there's a lot of layers to human beings. And I don't think it's fair to have one formula and tell everyone, make a line on this. And if you don't make a line in this one, then you're going to fail. If you don't follow this one way, then you're going to fail. Like, to me, it doesn't make sense. You get what I'm saying? And even in the practical real world, it doesn't make, not everyone who is successful in school ends up being successful in life. Also, I'm not saying that if you're doing well in school that you're going to fail. That's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is that sometimes there's a lot of pressure for people to follow one system, and everyone in and around the system is forcing you to follow one thing. But just because you're not good in the subjects that they teach in school doesn't mean you're gonna fail. And just because you're good in the subjects that they teach in school doesn't mean you're going to be successful or fail. Like, it's great if you're good in school, like 100%, that's fantastic. But let's not banish the people who are not like that good at it. Let's also be like, okay, let me hear you out. Let's not be like, no, shut up, you dumb. No. Let's normalize people who are introverted and not say that they're just boring and quiet, because that's not necessarily the case. Let me talk from my personal opinion. You know, you're here on the Wahura channel, so of course I'm gonna give my personal opinion to this thing. I'm an ambivert, which is a bit of introvert and extrovert. So I can talk about this from the introvert perspective. Let me give you an example. Because for me, sometimes my ideal Friday night, like when I tell you I have plans, this is my plan. Showering, I can do a face mask, and then I sit on the couch and I get my show or a movie or movies and I binge watch. And that for me is so lit. I don't think I'm bored. I'm actually having the time of my life. Number 3, I think we should normalize going to the cinema alone. This is something that has been on my bucket list for the longest time. See, the same way, because I think about it, the same way you can watch a movie at home alone, then you can watch a movie in the cinema alone. I mean, I'm just saying. We need to normalize the conversation about mental health, that's one, and seeking therapy or counseling or, talking to a professional about your mental health, especially for men, because I feel like we live in a society where men are bashed for being in tune with their feelings or their emotions. Men actually commit more suicide than women. Men go through a lot of things, but they don't talk about it. They just internalize it. And honestly, it's scary to think that, your brother or your father or your friend can be going through things, and one day you just find out that they've just committed suicide because they didn't share or didn't talk about it, or they didn't feel like they had a safe space to talk about it. It should be normal that men can cry. I saw this video by Will Smith and he was really breaking down and talking about, I can't remember what he was talking about, but the way he broke down and was in tune with his feelings, I was just like, wow, this needs to be something normal that we see every single day. Yes, you can be strong and cry. Like, both of them can happen. Apologies for the ambulance. I don't know where this concept of people who are emotional are not strong came from. If anything, I feel like you have more emotional intelligence because, you're dealing with your emotions. It's so much easier to run away from your feet. It's so much easier to run away from your feelings than to face them. How is it that people who don't face their feelings are perceived as stronger than those who face their feelings, get through it? Those ones are weak, but the ones who are running away are strong. Another thing that we need to normalize is talking about how much we are getting paid. There's a time I was working somewhere. I'm not gonna say when and where. Basically, I got to find out that the person, someone who was doing the same when I tell you the exact same thing I was doing, was earning more than me. And I had no idea. I only found out later. Now, I'm not the best when it comes to talking about how much I'm earning and how much money is going where. I get a little bit nervous about it. I don't know if you can tell, but even right now, I'm gonna swear inside. I'm just feeling like my heart is really populating and everything. Just thinking about saying a number and saying things like those. But I definitely think like it's very important. The next one is, I feel like I'm going to touch a sensitive spot, but family just means you're related. Because let's be honest here, not all your family members have your best intentions at heart. No. Some cousins are jealous. Some uncles are predators. They are pedophiles. Some aunties don't like your mom. They don't like your mom. And by association, they also don't like you. There's the family members who you're boys with. Because let me tell you something. There's nothing as sweet as having cousins that you're boys with. Wow, that love is next level. All I'm saying is all of them don't wish you well. And that's okay. We don't need to talk about it. We don't need to address it. Let's just move on. I see you see me. And we keep it moving. If you don't get it, forget about it. When you say no to an invitation, you don't always need an excuse, by the way. Like, I don't need to say, no, I can't come because da 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 da. I can just say, no, I can't come. Or just no. And we leave it at that. Please respect my privacy. Let's just... You got me? Exactly. When I say good night, it doesn't mean I'm going to sleep. It just means that this conversation has ended. So if I say good night and you see me online, mind your business. Now, let me go about the rest of my evening. It's all love though. It's been love. Another thing that we need to normalize, body hair. Every time I go for waxing, I wonder why. Why am I removing something that naturally grows out of my body? Why? The second thing that I also think about is, who came up with waxing? Who says body hair is dirty? Whometh? And let me tell you, one day I'm going to be strong enough to have my body hair out, because already my legs, I could care less. And I still wear shorts, I still wear skirts, I still wear short dresses. I don't give a damn. Whether you see the hair, you don't see the hair, that's between you and your mother. Personally, I don't even know how I come into that conversation. Iyo ni wewe. Wacha niwaambie, ni wewe. By the way, let me also make this clear. These things that I was saying we should normalize, I'm not saying that I don't do them. I'm saying that even me included, we're going to normalize these things together. So the next thing that we need to normalize is pronouncing English words different. For example, when people shrub and say library when they mean to say library, I don't think we should knock them. I already feel like laughing. I'm such a hypocrite, but I already feel like laughing because it just sounds funny. But it's crazy how that sounds funny. Like, how is it that it sounds funny when someone is trying to speak a foreign language? It's annoying. It's annoying that I even find it funny. It's rude. If you only speak English on the other hand, and somehow, even that, you can't hack, you need to reflect on your life goals and achievements in general. I do apologize for the lighting. The lighting is changing and I don't have my ring light, so I'm using natural light. And it's winter right now, but I still want to create content, so please bear with me and just listen to my words, and I hope the quality doesn't get too bad. Okay, let's continue. The next thing that we need to normalize is not blocking people or ex-boyfriends, ex-friends. I need you to see me shining. I need you to see me winning. I need you to see me doing things. I highly suggest muting someone or even unfollowing them. Let me actually tell you something that actually warms my heart. There's nothing that warms my heart more than this. Is when I finish with like a modo and then they hit me up, like for example in the DMs, you know, they come and they say, hello my love, hello sweetheart. Yeah, open that message and I won't reply because I want you to know that not only did I see it, but I ignored it. I feel like blocking is not like in your face. I don't know whether maybe this is just my petty side coming up. I want you to see that scene and just know I could have replied. I read this and I decided you are nothing to me. What? The other thing that we need to normalize is that you can change your opinion. If I believe something today, it can change by next week. Like I did my research, I learned something new, I got a different perspective, and I changed my opinion. Let's allow human beings to grow and to learn, you know, and let's not crucify them for things. I say this doesn't mean that actually when you say something, then you should just be wishy-washy and wobbly. You don't have to put edge control. You get me? You can just let your edges be. I don't even want to talk about the politics and the mental colonization between all this. We don't always have to put edge control, and me personally, I don't always put edge control, I'm not gonna lie, but when I'm in front of the camera, I do. I have to. But I'm going to get out of these shackles. Let me tell you, I will be free one day, very soon, sooner rather than later. Something else that we need to normalize is coughing, because nowadays you can't just cough and cough peacefully like because you have a flu. And I've been on this end where, because I had a flu, in fact it's just finishing now, and this I was walking down the street, right, and I was walking past this group of guys and they look like they were 15, 16, like 4 guys, and I was like, I don't know how many, let's say like 15 steps away from them, and I coughed. The way they looked at me like I had leprosy or something, I was just like, are you kidding me? But to be fair, maybe that was karma, because a number of times I let people know, like I've seen them when they're coughing. Kwanza when they cough without covering their mouth, I'm just like, excuse, funga mdomo yako, funga hiyo mdomo, kuna covid huku, funga hiyo mdomo. Nonsense. Karma be that bitch, though. Karma be that bitch. Last and not least, we need to normalize that when a relationship ends, right, it can just end roho safi. It doesn't mean I hate you. Like, just like as Tupac said, just because you lost me as a friend doesn't mean you've gained a new enemy. I want you to eat, just not at my motherfucking table. And this means like romantic relationships, platonic relationships, familial relationships. Just because like I'm not boys with you anymore, it doesn't mean I hate you or I love you or I detest you, or like when I hear your name I feel like throwing up. It just means that I literally could care less. I could care less. Have I forgiven you? Yes, I have, because I'm not about to start holding that pain and moving around with that uchungu actually because I'm not forgiven you. I've forgiven you. Even if you don't apologize to me, I will still forgive you. That relationship that we had before whatever disagreement we had, it's gone. It's finished. You're never going to get that version of Wahura. Okay. We can work together, but I'm not gonna give you that access into my life that you had before. You can't text me the way you want and me I reply. You can't call me the way you want. No, because like it's finished. So you come on Nashika, that version is done. But we can be cordial. Anyway, thank you so much for clicking on this video. That's the final thing that we need to normalize in 2022. Moving forward, as usual, if you wanna have a more intimate relationship with me, you can follow me on my social media at wahurakabutha on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube. Thank you and have a lovely evening, morning, afternoon, whenever you watch this video. I do have some more videos, so you know the vibes already. Come on. Bye.